gentlemen, your next bout of the evening is in the lightweight division and is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. Introducing first, fighting out of the My Golf Vacation blue corner. He weighed in at 155.8 pounds. He has a professional record of 5 wins and 3 losses. He's representing indie boxing and grappling. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Machine Gun Kellen VanCamp! And now his opponent, fighting out of the Southern Roots Mortgage Brokers red corner. He also weighed in at 155.8 pounds. He has a professional record of 6 wins with 3 losses. He's representing Nashville MMA right here in Nashville, Tennessee. Ladies and gentlemen, Dedrek Sanders!
The underground is coming alive, getting very loud. This building is hot as anything you will experience. So much energy in this room right now. Professional bout number 2 underway. Sanders in the red trunks, VanCamp in the blue.
That's a big advantage for Dedrek, is that he's fought in the underground before, so he's felt this atmosphere. And I think for VanCamp, you know, there might be a bit of a feeling out process, but this is a hot crowd, and it doesn't take long for these exchanges to get heavy.
Absolutely, and you can see the height differential now as they go to engage. How is that going to play into this fight?
That's a great point, Monty.
Very fast hands from VanCamp. As Dylan mentioned, he's fought a high level of competition. All of his losses do come by way of knockout, but again, I think there's a learning experience. Don't rush things, don't get into the craziness. And so far, he's doing a good job of staying to the outside, using that jab, and trying to fight as a long fighter.
Absolutely, you know, you made a correct assessment. Rushing something at this level can be the difference between a win and a loss.
And Sanders very composed. Again, he fights in this gym all the time. This is his home turf. And you can see eyes very focused, not overextending himself, and he knows he might have to go 3 rounds.
You already see some of the welts forming on the midsection there of VanCamp. Sanders' kicks are just so vicious.
Absolutely, he's approaching with the inside leg kick. Both of these fighters are fighting technical striking right now, but Sanders is getting the better of the exchanges, especially with the legs. But then as soon as I say that, VanCamp comes back.
He caught him on the way in there. Nice striking there from VanCamp.
And they don't call him machine gun for no reason. I mean, the guy likes to throw in combinations and does have the hand speed. So far what we're seeing is the boxing advantage from VanCamp versus the kicking advantage from Sanders.
Monty mentioned it a little bit earlier. One of the strategies employed by Dedrek Sanders. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh,
wait
nice.
a minute.
Oh,
wait a
oh
minute.
My God.
Strategy goes out the window.
Strategy goes out the window when your chin gets touched. When your chin gets touched.
We were talking about the kicks from Sanders, and in the end, it is a brutal combination that sees him score.
He caught him with the left hook when he came in. You said it early. Don't rush it. When he rushed in, he got caught with a hook on his way in.
Take a look at it here on the replay.
And that's exactly what he did. And he was having success throwing in combinations early, but then his confidence got going a little too much. He got a little bit over antsy. And Monty mentioned it the best. At a high level, it's the smallest of mistakes are going to cost you big time. And in that exact moment, VanCamp paid the ultimate price.
A big KO sees Dedrek Sanders remain undefeated at the underground. I don't care what the record says. When this man's in this building for one of these underground events, there might not be a tougher competitor on the planet. Big time KO victory for Dedrek Sanders. Tough result there. VanCamp really did get the hands going midway through that round, but he fell victim to a big power shot from Dedrek.
And I think one of the reasons that VanCamp rushed in is when Dedrek started touching his leg, he had to close that space off. So he rushed in and he just got caught, man. 2 great fighters. You see a lot of potential in these guys.
Oh, without a doubt. You know, I was right as the knockout occurred, I was mentioning, Monty, how Sanders, in preparation for his last bout at the underground, said part of his preparation was throwing head kicks. Even if they get blocked, I'm going to break my opponent's arm. So that tells you the mindset. He loves those kicks. And Cody, it shows the evolution of his game because he found a win with the hands.
Yeah, absolutely. He's been evolving for a while now. He came from Alaska FC 3-0, hadn't fought many people, and then he goes on that losing streak. As you mentioned, Jonathan Pierce, Terrence McKinney, it's setbacks. But now that he's with Nashville MMA, you've seen nothing but progression. And with the UFC in town tomorrow, I hope they were watching because you're going to see Sanders on your screen very soon.
I hope so too. We're going to turn our attention to Jeff Hobbs right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee stops us about at 1 minute and 39 seconds of the first round.